I've been displaced by war and U.S. imperialism. My mother worked as a PSW for years without status, and my brother was held in detention for 4 years before being deported. Migrants, regardless of our status, possess an inherent human dignity that should be respected and basic human needs that must be met. Thank you for joining me today as we demand nothing less. We are fighting not only for ourselves and the 1.6 million people in this country who need status immediately, but for future generations as we continue to survive and resist racial capitalism, war, and the climate crisis that wages on. Racial violence is connected to the idea of who belongs and who doesn't, whose humanity is questioned in a moment of crisis, who is scapegoated in a moment of crisis. In the words of Harsha Walia, founder of No One Is Illegal, whether it's eco-fascists blaming immigration and population growth, or welfare nationalists scapegoating migrants for quote-unquote stealing jobs and resources, or ethno-nationalists like white supremacists or Zionist forces in occupied Palestine with fascist ideas about who belongs and who doesn't. Immigrants are portrayed as invaders, causing social decay across far-right parties. Politicians like Trudeau and Ford, and even Tories' racist ass, use us as scapegoats to evade having to take action or address actual issues like why Indigenous communities still don't have drinking water, why condos sit empty while our people die on the streets, or why they're spending $15 billion of our tax dollars to fund the largest humanitarian crisis and genocide in Yemen. For allies and accomplices, let this be a wake-up call to center migrant justice as we need to fight racism everywhere. Whether we're talking about abolition, the climate crisis, trans and queer rights, our struggles are interconnected and require systemic change and urgent action. Status for all! Status for all! Status for all! Status for all! Thank you.